Frankie Corrado joins us now to talk about strong first impressions for the first overall pick, because the betting market has shifted when it comes to the Calder Trophy. Just 10 days ago, Matthew Schaefer was a huge long shot at plus 2,200. Now, after playing 3 NHL games, his odds have shortened to plus 350. Frankie, how would you describe Schaefer's transition to the NHL?
Extremely comfortable. That's the way you can describe how Matthew Schaefer has entered the league. And if you've ever watched him speak on camera, he's got a lot of confidence. He's a comfortable kid, but that has been what he's shown on the ice already as an 18-year-old defenseman in the NHL, playing 23 minutes a night. And one of the things we heard about Matthew Schaefer when he was coming up throughout his draft year was watch his feet. They're going to mesmerize you. And now at the NHL level, even though he barely played last season at the junior level, there he is, those feet, they're mesmerizing. And people are drawing comparisons to someone like Cale Makar, who really is in a category with himself and Quinn Hughes alone. That's pretty significant praise from a lot of people who have watched him play. We heard Scott Arniel talk about it the other day. So Matthew Schaefer has probably at this point, it's early in the year, but exceeded expectations. He's a special player because the feet are special and they allow him to do things that not every defenseman can do, and especially not every defenseman at such a young age of 18 years old.
Well, the favorite for the Calder is still Ivan Demidov at plus 240. And you were on the call for Tuesday's home opener in Montreal. Demidov pretty electric in that game. He has 3 points in 4 games so far. So does the Calder feel like a 2-horse race this year between Demidov and Schaefer?
It does feel like early on it's going to be a 2-horse race between both of these guys. Now, Demidov was the favorite coming in based on what he did in a smaller sample size last year when he made his debut and then in the playoffs. Now, with both of these players, it's different situations when it comes to how they're deployed and what kind of ice time they're getting. For Matthew Schaefer, he's on the top power play unit and he's already playing 23 minutes a night. For Ivan Demidov, there's a little bit of maybe making sure that he takes every stage appropriately before he moves on to the next one. What I mean by that is he's not getting first power play unit reps just yet with Montreal. He's not playing with a Nick Suzuki or a Cole Caulfield or a Juraj Slafkovsky just quite yet. He's mastering one thing at a time. But I'll say this about Demidov. The more the puck touches his stick, the more the puck goes through his hands, the more his game comes to life. So if he gets a larger role at 5-on-5 this year, and eventually if he gets onto that first power play unit, the same way that Lane Hutson did last year, of course he started the season on the second unit, eventually went up to the first unit, the more Demidov's game is going to look confident and comfortable and come to life. It's all about puck touches for him, and he should get more puck touches as the season goes on. For Matthew Schaefer, he's hit the ground running. He's doing it all right now for the New York Islanders, who, quite honestly, are not a very good team. If Patrick Waugh's looking down the bench, he's probably looking at Matthew Schaefer being like, this is my best defenseman. This is my best option. I'm going to play him as much as I possibly can. He's handled it well so far. So we'll see how the season shakes out, but both of these guys are supremely talented players. Demidov's role is going to grow with his team. Matthew Schaefer's role is already as big as it can get for the New York Islanders.
Well, it should be a great race to watch. Already off to a great start and plenty of buzz in Montreal and Long Island with these 2 rookies.